So, welcome everyone. So, we have Shivani, we have Dina from Barcelona,
Hare
and then we
Krishna.
have Diego from Mexico, and we have Chetan, sir, our Chetan, sir, a Spanish teacher.
Hi, good
So,
morning.
let us wait for just a minute, then we'll start. Because there are a few more people are just going to join now. Good. So we have Amol, good. So he's from Spain itself, and he's a Amol, you're a biometrics, what's called biomedical
No,
service.
I'm a food scientist, food technologist.
Food. He's a scientist. Sorry, he's a scientist. So we have a teacher, we have a scientist, we have Dina. She's I think an MBA or she's learning dance as well. And then we have Shivani. She's a software engineer. And for your knowledge, we have Diego here. He's a pilot. In Qatar Airways. He worked for Qatar Airways for 8 years. He's a pilot by profession. So let us see. Let me just start with the invocation prayer to invoke the blessings of Lord. I'll request you if you can just close your eyes for 30 seconds, and then I'll recite few prayers on your behalf to Krishna so that you can understand this message. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Just okay, Hare Krishna. So today we are starting the first session of the Gita guided tour, and we'll take you to the tour of Gita, how the Gita is flowing. But before, because there are many Indians here, so what is your idea about Gita? Has someone read the Gita before, through and through? Or what is your idea? What will be there in the Gita? Especially in Indian minds, Gita is about this and that. What do you say? Any guess? Anything that you have an idea about the Gita?
I
Oh,
would
this
say
must be there in the Gita. Yeah,
it teaches the way of life, way to live your life.
very good. A way of life to teach how to live. Yes, very precisely. And what else? Oh, what is the general misconception about the Gita? Gita is about. You heard about the misconception also about the Gita? Or wherever you keep the Gita, there'll be a fight because it's a part of Mahabharata. So people think like that also. Oh, it is about life. It's about death. It's about detachment, renunciation, giving up the things, being indifferent, neutral, isn't it? And do good things. Good will happen to you. So, well, these are the misconception, not the Gita itself. So these things are there, but they are presented um, in not a proper way. So today we'll understand the Gita, how it is flowing. Um, Before we discuss what does Gita gives to us, so there are different kinds of seeings. First thing is we see through our eyes, and second kind of seeing is through your what do you call mind. When you analyze things, you interpret in your mind, which you see with your physical eyes. And third thing is kind of seeing, which is seeing eyes through the eyes of knowledge. Jnana Chaksha, Pashanti Jnana Chaksha. So Gita gives us a vision. Very precisely, if somebody asks you, why you learning Gita? Gita gives you the visions, eyes, to see this world. To see the world in a perspective which, for the purpose that God made this world for. And there's a fourth kind of seeing also, which is a seeing of the soul. When the vision of Krishna or the vision of the Gita or vision of knowledge becomes your visions, then you see through the eyes of the soul, right? Okay, so it's called Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad means God, Gita means song. So it's a songs of God. When Krishna speaks, he doesn't speak only. He speaks like he's singing. That's the nature of the spiritual world where Krishna lives, the world where Krishna lives, the God lives. The water is like nectar, and when they walk, it is walking is like dancing. So this is the place where Krishna lives. The water is nectar. So let me take you to the tour of the Gita, and I'll ask you to read a few of the quotes. Let me share my screen, and okay, here we are. Hmm, good. So this is how the Gita started. Basically, this will be a summary studies of Gita. We'll be touching some main themes of Gita, Bhagavad Gita. This is very holy scripture, Hindu scripture, where Krishna has spoken about the life, everything, how to live, how to love, and how to let go. So there are two conversations going on. First conversation is between Dhritarashtra and Sanjay. Two people are speaking to each other, and there's a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. There are two dialogues in the Gita. So the first verse of Gita starts with one inquiry, one question. So Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya, because there was a battlefield going on, not going on, it was about to start, and then he inquired what the people are doing and what event is going on. So this is what you call prelude to the Gita. The small mind discuss about people, average mind discuss about the events, and the great mind discuss about the wisdom. That is the beginning of Gita. So those who are great minds, they discuss about the wisdom of life, what the life is, what the purpose, what the goal is, why they're suffering, why bad thing happened to good people, different things. So we'll be referring to one Gita, which is written by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This is translated into 80 languages, and this is read all over the world, 192 countries. We have ISKCON centers. And this is how he has translated. Prabhupada has given the Gita. So there's a Sanskrit, there's an English. So someone who doesn't know Sanskrit can read in English. And there's a word-to-word synonyms. There's a translation, and there's a purport. Purport means the explanation of the translation. Now, the basics of Gita. So Gita is, let me ask you, Gita is 5,000 years old. How many verses we have in the Gita? Let me check your Gita IQ.
Oh, 700, I think.
700 verses. This is from Diego.
Yeah.
Very good. Any Indians knew that answer? So he's more Indian than you. So point is, we have 5,000 years old Gita, approximately. This is the age of the Kali Yuga, the present age we are living in, according to scriptures. So we have 18 chapters. We have 5 topics in the Gita. Anybody knows the 5 topics of Gita? The Gita only talks about 5 things. Anybody? Gita talks about only 5 things. These are the 5 primary subject matters of Gita. Let me tell you first. In Gita, first thing Krishna talks about God. Second thing he talks about soul. Third thing he talks about what do you call nature. Nature has 2 parts. One is the physical nature, the material creation that we can see around, different trees, mountains, seas, whatever. Everything comes under material creation. And second, nature has another part also, our own nature. So we have our liking, dislikings. We have our nature to be passionate. Someone is very lazy, someone is very intelligent. So our own nature. So God, souls, and nature. Fourth thing Krishna talks about is time. People say, I'm killing time, I'm passing time. But Krishna says in the Gita, I am the time. Nobody can kill time. Nobody can pass time. Rather, we are being killed by the time or passed away by the time. And the fifth thing Krishna talks about is karmas, which means endeavor, your efforts, your actions in this world. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And Krishna talks about 3 yoga also. Yoga means connection. The connection of the God with soul, connection of the soul with nature, and connection of the nature with the soul. You got it? There are three things: God, nature, and soul. It's kind of a triangle. The connection between God and nature, the connection between God and us, the connection between us and the nature. That's how we can. We'll later draw the triangle. So there are three yogas in Gita, which is called Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. What does it mean? Karma Yoga means it teaches how to live in this world. Bhakti Yoga means how to love in this world. There are different kinds of love. We have physical love, which is not love, which is actually a lust. And then we have an emotional love. We are emotionally attached to the person, right? That is also love. And there's a spiritual love, the love between us and the Krishna. So how to love, this is called Bhakti Yoga. And Jnana Yoga means how to let go. Don't take things in your life very seriously. Learn how to let go in your life. If you don't learn how to let go, you'll be troubled. Don't carry things, something has happened in the past. Just let go. That science of letting go. Krishna talks about the Jnana Yoga. And Bhakti Yoga is how to love, and Karma Yoga is how to live. And everything is spoken for with all 5,000 years old, 700 verses, 18 chapter, 5 topics, 3 yogas, just spoken with one single goal, is to make you think about your life. So that the Gita is to give you, to explain you the purpose of your life, how you should live, how you should love, and how you should let go. So Gita is very practical. Now, if you want a new idea, read an old book. Rethinking Life. So this is a summary of the first chapter. Obviously, we'll take it forward, but just to, can somebody read both the white portion and the yellow? Yellow portion is the Gita verse, and the white one is like secular statement. Can somebody read this? Any volunteer?
Yeah, I'll read it. So it says redefining success. I can find no means to drive away this grief, which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it, even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. That's from the Bhagavad Gita 2.8. And the other one says, I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever dreamed of so they can see that it's not the answer. And that's Jim Carrey. Yeah.
So I think everyone should get rich and be famous, and later to found that it is not the answer. And the same thing Arjuna is saying. I can find no means to drive away this grief. See, Arjuna had no doubt. He was standing at the battlefield, and he had his cousins, uncles, fatherly figures. They were standing against him. He had to fight, combat with them. Now, Arjuna he didn't have this doubt that he will not win the battle. But he didn't see any point of winning the battle, because even if I win the battle, or I gain the kingdom after the battle, my own brothers, my cousins, my fatherly figures, my grandfatherly figures, they will not be there. So there'll be practically no one to share my kingdom. So what will I gain with the kingdom, So first thing, he had this dilemma: whether should I gain the kingdom, should I win this battle and gain the kingdom, second, or give it up the kingdom. He didn't find happiness in both ways, whether gaining or giving up the kingdom. So that's why he's saying, I can find no means to drive away this grief, which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it, even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in the heaven. So first chapter defines the definition of success. What are the parameters of success, measurement of success in the world outlook today that we feel? Oh, more money, more assets, more resources, more facility, more prestige, more profit. So Krishna set out this intention first in the Bhagavad Gita. These are the criteria or the parameter for success. That the first chapter is all about. I'm just flowing with the Gita's content, and later we'll discuss. The second chapter discuss about. Somebody can read the white portion first, then the yellow one later. Anybody? Anybody else? We have some other contribution?
Can I?
Yeah, Chetan.
Okay.
So rediscovering identity first?
Yeah, the white portion first.
Rediscovering identity. To be yourself in a world constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson is a writer.
You can forget the writer, but just the yellow portion of the Gita now.
And those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent, there is no endurance, and of the eternal, there is no change. Bhagavad Gita 2.
So we are looking for the authentic sense. Yeah, in life, we are looking for authenticity, right? Validation, authenticity, and trying to, that's called a proving persona. Yeah, we're trying to prove to others, impress others. Here, Krishna talks about your authentic self, living for the truth, not for the validation, something that you value your own values. And there's one philosopher said, I'm not who I think I am. I'm not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am. Got a point? People basically, they're not living for their own goals. They're living somebody else's life because they're trying to impress others, prove to others. Even if you achieve sometimes your goals you have, most of the time you see your goals, they were somebody else's goals, not your goals. They were set out just to make others impress and be happy, not for yourself. So here Krishna talks about your authentic self. How, where you need validation and where you don't need validation. So rediscovering your identity, who you are. The most difficult thing in this world, one philosopher said, is to know oneself. Isn't it? To find yourself, who you are. That's the second chapter about the Gita. Third to fifth chapter of the Gita talks about, can somebody else read? Do we have any volunteer?
Yes.
Hmm.
So
Oh, yes. Shivani ji. First, you read the white one and then the yellow one.
Sure. Repositioning lifestyle. A burning passion coupled with absolute detachment is the key to all success. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the supreme.
Yeah, one attains the supreme. So here in the third to fifth chapter, Krishna talks about how to reposition yourself in terms of your material duties and after knowing your identity. Because there are two things, spiritual duties and material duties. How to integrate both your material duties and spiritual duties. That is the art is being told in third to fifth chapters, which is art of karma. And how one should lead his actions in this world. We think it's a mistake, misconception. We think we are human beings and we are having spiritual experience. Krishna changes this statement. Krishna says, you are a spiritual being and are having humanly experience. Got it? So it is not that we are human beings. We are not this body. Obviously, this is the first Krishna instruction. We are not human beings. For us, we think spirituality means, okay, coming half an hour for online classes, sometime going for, say, on festival or Janmashtami to temple. That is being spiritual. No, Krishna says your life is spiritual itself, but you are having human experience. You are a spiritual being. You are a soul. You're not this body. So reposition yourself, how to integrate your material duties and spiritual life, both things. So that Krishna talks about. Very practical things, because we have material aspect. We have our body. We have to work in this world. And we are a spiritual being. A spiritual being, a part of soul, is working in this world with his body. So you have to satisfy both. So there's a need for the body, there's a need for the soul. That's how to integrate that. Can somebody else read this? When you try to integrate both, what will happen? The mind will come in place. So anybody else we have? Or
I can go.
anybody? Dina, yes, please.
Remolding the mind. All problems are illusions of the mind. For him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for the one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
Here Krishna talks a tricky thing, mind control. All problems are there because of the illusion of the mind. Mind is a problem. People feel they have lack of confidence, lack of trust, loss of trust, even everything is going fine, but there's something missing in the mind. So for one who has not conquered the mind is the best is the best is the best enemy, I mean, the greatest enemy. And for one who has conquered the mind is a friend, basically. Mind can be your friend, and mind can be your enemy. Mind is like a knife. In a surgeon's hand, it is a friend. In a miscreant hand, in a thief hand, it is an enemy. So how to train your mind, basically, Krishna talks about that in 6th chapter, which is called the Dhyana Yoga. And now 7 to 9 chapter, Krishna talks about reawakening divine love. Anybody else could read it? Or you can maybe turn it around one by one. For your knowledge, we'll just keep these classes only for 30 minutes. So almost we have 15 minutes past. Yes, quick. Anybody can read now.
Yeah, I'll go again. That's fine. So reawakening divine love, the chance to love and be loved exists no matter where you are. And if one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it.
Krishna's talking about 3 kinds of love here. Physical love, which is not a love, which is a lust, fulfilling the sense gratification of each other. And then Krishna talks about emotional love, how you attach to it. And then Krishna talks about how to reawaken your divine love. And the love between the soul, between us and Krishna, us and God, how you can revive that, reawaken that. Now, chapter number 10 to 12, Krishna talks about reconnection. So God is like oxygen. You can't see him, but you can't live without him. And Krishna says in the Gita, know that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Everything is coming from me. Mata sarvasya pravartate. What does Krishna says? Everything is emanating from me. Every part of the creation that you see is coming from Krishna. So how we can connect with Krishna? Is God very far from us? Krishna says, I reside in the heart of everyone. So he is very near to everyone. Anybody at any point of time can connect with the Lord. So this science has been explained, the science of connecting with the Supreme Lord and experiencing his presence in our life and his arrangement, and allow the Lord to take charge of our life and guide us. So that's about the connection. For the soul to seek happiness, it's not that the soul lacks comforts. So we don't lack comforts for the happiness. We need connection. The right thing for the Lord, for us to be happy in this world, is the right connection with the Lord, not the comforts. Now, in the next 13 to 17 chapter, Krishna talks about reconfiguring, which means to readjust yourself. Anybody else can read now? Chetanji?
Yes, sir. Reconfiguring energy. Successful people are simply those with successful habits. O son of Bharata, the mode of goodness conditions one to happiness. Passion conditions one to fruitive actions, and ignorance, covering one's knowledge, binds one to madness.
So here in this chapter, Krishna talks about different energies working around us and how we develop different natures. Why sometimes you're becoming more passionate, more lazy, sometimes in goodness, more in balance. So there are different energies always hovering over us, basically, and influencing us. The right word is influencing. So how to check that influence and how to be in a balanced state of mind, which is called the goodness, mode of goodness. So readjust. Configuring means you how to rearrange yourself so that you can contact the proper energy and be balanced in your approach, not too extreme, either passionate, too much passionate, or too much lazy, in a balanced state of mind. And last, after understanding everything, Krishna talks about, anybody else?
Yes, can go next. Re-entering life. I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy.
The yellow
My
one.
dear, sure. My dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now firm and free from doubt and am prepared to act according to your instructions.
So after reading the Gita, this is the words spoken by Arjuna. His conclusion is this. And this is the last verse, not the last few verses of the Gita, where Arjuna is saying, my illusion is dispelled now, is gone, and I've gained my memory by your mercy. So this is supposed to happen. So after reading all this, understanding all this, remolding mind, awakening your love, living how to live in this world, discover your identity, what is supposed to re-enter the life with different perspective, different outlook, different perception, or different vision rather, different vision. And your all doubts related to this world will be solved, resolved. That the Gita is going to do to you. The study of Gita is supposed to give you this conclusion. There'll be no more doubts for you to know. And in the 7th chapter of the Gita, Krishna says, I'm telling you the most confidential knowledge now, O Arjuna. After understanding it, after knowing this, nothing further remains to be known. So that's the last limit of the knowledge. Always knowledge always sky is the limit. But Krishna says, once you have understood these principles, there's nothing further to be known for you to know, to live in this world. You are free from all doubts. You know, it is said that clarity is power. If you have a clarity, you will carry power in yourself. So Bhagavad Gita will give you that clarity of life and how to live the life, which Chetan just told us now. So these are the themes. Again, I'll just for your reference. And they're divided according to chapters. Redefining success, rediscovering identity, repositioning yourself, remolding the mind, reawakening divine love, reconnecting, reconfiguring with the energy, and re-enter into the material, because we have to live in this world. You can't leave the world. And the self-development and spiritual development go hand in hand. The more you understand the God, spiritual development means your understanding of God. So God realization and self-realization go hand in hand together in one sense. To the degree you realize God, to that degree you understand yourself, because a man is made in the image of God. So to the degree you understand Krishna, God, and to that degree you understand yourself. It goes hand in hand, parallelly, together. So this is the last slide. So spiritual life is less about denial of the self, but it is about discovery of the self. Know yourself. People think, oh, just forget yourself. This is spirituality. No, discover yourself. Isolation, go to Himalayas, just meditate. This is less about the spirituality, isolation, more about the integration. Integrate your material duties and spiritual duties, spiritual aspiration. It's not about leaving relationship, it's redefining relationships. It's not about information, it's about transformation. It's not about renunciation or detachment, it's about dedication to your work and to your spiritual practice. Spirituality is less about holding you back, but rather giving you back. So this is the orientation for the chapters we'll do ahead. Just to give you a brief flow of the Gita. How was it, the Gita study in this way? Is it interesting? Something
Yes,
that we can
like
relate to, yeah, in our present day life. What is my authentic self? Why we're working for validations? How to overcome mind? How to reconnect with the Lord? Reawaken your love, different kinds of energies that we are influenced by, and then how to re-enter the life with a vigor and strength and enthusiasm. So hope we'll stay. Any question on the same? I think we have 5 minutes. Then I have another class at 11:15. So they might come 2 minutes before. So we have 2-3 minutes. Any questions related to this discussion, or in general, in particular, whatever you can ask. Any comment and any understanding, any comment, any understanding for the same, for that matter. So hope everything is clear. So we can leave you early today. And next time we'll discuss the concept of the science of soul, which is a very scientific, very logical, plausible, and in a way, a layman can also understand with that logic who we are. I think tomorrow, not tomorrow, the next Sunday session will be very important. If you don't understand this topic, I think you miss your life. You miss a major point in your life. It's a very basic missing principle. So people don't understand. First, you need to understand to operate in this world who you are. Then you can operate nicely in this world. Just for example, suppose you go to a company and you're not told your profile, and you're just told you work in a company, but you don't know your profile or designation. So it will be chaos for you and for other people. So we can, if we do not know ourselves, we create a chaos for ourselves and for the people, because our dealings will not reflect your true self. It will not be coming from the deeper core from yourself. It's external dealing. Whatever comes to mind, just do it. Just go with the flow. So this is how this is about vision. Krishna will give you vision, how to act in this world. First, understand who you are. Before acting in this world, learn this principle, who you are. Then your actions will align with the Supreme, will align with the proper dignity. Okay. I wish you all the best in your life. I hope this was interesting for you. I am able to make some contribution by giving this knowledge, and may you be happy. Stay connected with Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we'll meet this next Sunday, same time. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna.
And thank you
Thank
for
you.
your precious time, for all of you, especially
you.
Dina and Shivani and all of you all together.